Hello, good evening, and welcome to the Virtual Racers Club. We're streaming live Sunday evening with the VW Golf Cup Round 5. Going into the second half of the season, Round 5. And we're at Lago Maggiore Central. And we're going to have 3 sprint races in these little Golfs. Tuning is allowed, so they can get hold of that gearbox and really make it sing, because I mean the standard gearboxes in these N100 cars are shocking. So yes, we've turned on tuning. There's not much they can really affect. I mean, they can play with the suspension on these cars, and obviously the gears, maybe the toe of the wheels and stuff like that, but there's no downforce, there's no aero package. It is what it is. So they are limited to what they can tune, but it is for mainly the gears. We're here, round 5 then, at Lago Maggiore in the Golfs. They've been bumped up to 200 brake horsepower, and they are at their lowest weight. And these cars, they have turned out to be a rather racy little numbers, and everyone taking part has, I believe, enjoyed it thus so far. And we're halfway through the season, 8 weeks, and so let's have a look at the table. I've pretty much told you the race. They qualify at 8 o'clock in a good 9 minutes or so, for 7 minutes, because they're only short tracks that we're racing on. So they qualify for 7 minutes out there, and then they go into 3 15-minute races. They're on the medium tyres, just to give them a little bit of because when we tried these cars on the softs and the super softs, they stuck to the road. So the mediums there is just to give up a little bit of grip on these guys, just to put a little jeopardy in there, just to give it a little bit of hard work. So we're on the medium tyres, 3 sprint races, 15 minutes, fuel set at times 1, so there is slight wear and slight fuel depletion, but not enough to affect anything whatsoever. It's a reverse grid for race 2 and 3 of each of it. Like race 1's final results will be race 2's reverse grid, and the race 2's final results will be race 3's reverse grid. We've had some absolutely humdinger races in the past. We should choose a car to go in, because Maggiore, it's that first section there, first corner and the second corner, and then he still carries on round to the right there, just dropping down the hill. This is a tricky one. There's a half a lift from Digi there as he slams back on up to 4th, heading through. I mean, you can straight line that, you can't really corners. Up the hill, full beans, and then I think it's a real heavy corner. Heavy onto those brakes, down to a 2nd gear for Digi. Digital Blasphemy having a great couple of rounds of late, trying to make a push in the table. That table, I'm just going to read to you now what the orders are so far. And we have Skyjacker sitting on top with 186 points. Digital Blasphemy, who we're sat on board with right now, car 22, is on 170 points, 16 points adrift. With 3 races though, it's easy to catch those points up. Shiren in 3rd with 157 points. Binko 4th, who's missed a round, is on 147 points. Rido is 5th on 118 points, just ahead of Electric, who's 6th on 115 points. Everything to fight for there between Electric and Rido. Koikarp 7th, he's missed a round also, he's on 108 points, with Barry Twins in 8th on 73 points. He was on his holidays last week, so he'll be coming into play when their lowest result is dropped. Rivixter's 9th on 63 points, he's missed 2 rounds, so he's not going to make big gains unless he gets podiums like he did in the last round, where he found himself in 3rd in the 2nd race. Turtle is 10th on 53 points, UBD is 11th on 48 points, and Urban Pyro is 12th on 18 points, but he only took part in the first round, and we haven't seen hide or near hair of him. So I imagine he's gone and floated on the urban seas doing piratey things. So we've been sat on board with Digital Blasphemy. I haven't been looking at the screen. Don't know if you have. Don't forget to like the video. Do it early doors, so if you don't like it, it's too late. Although I think if you click it again, it takes your like away. So shouldn't have told you that, really. And yeah, I've opened up quite early, haven't I, really? 5 minutes to go till quali. I've covered the rules. I've covered the table. We've had a look at the track. It's happy days. Now, let's talk about biscuits. So there we see Binko out there. Mixing around there, slipping down to 4th in the championship. So it's going to be hard to gauge where he is with the guys ahead of him. But he's a hard man to beat in these golfs. He'll be back to winning form, I'm sure. Skyjacker, championship leader at the moment. And he wants to get a heap of points on Binko before the drop scores come in. Barry Twins relaxed after his little hollybobs. Nice little breakaway. I don't know where Belgians go. We go to Skegness, but the Belgians, I don't know. They go to Holland. It's next door, isn't it? Didn't they used to be the same country when they divvied up somewhere along the line? No. I thought I'd heard that. I thought they were like split into 2. That's what she said. In 4th, Digital Blasphemy. This is just free practice. It's you can't tell much from these times. They may not have quite finished their tuning yet, got their gears where they want them. Shuren, the Russian sensation, there. He hasn't fled to the bunker yet, so all good. I wonder if his PS3 gets an internet signal in those... No, I don't know. UBD in 6th, back. Bad boy Darren. That's what the B must stand for with Uncle B Darren. Find himself getting a bit of a ban last round. Didn't want to make a big deal of it because I wasn't sure if he'd come back. But yes, and it was literally silly because he couldn't. Well, I don't usually talk about what happens in the stewards, but he'd quit out of the race when the accident happened, so there was no real way to penalise him. So I think the stewards made the decision that maybe a race ban. But UBD back to prove he is the best. He goes 3rd fastest in practice. Binko though leading the way, 500. Skyjacker in the pits. I don't know if he's private messaging me saying shut up, we don't talk about the steward's room. Turtle in the chat saying hello thingy, a good evening. Hi Turtle, how are we? How is it in Holland? The Netherlands? Do you think it's funny, Turtle? And Skyjack saying good evening again. Me and Skyjack were just having a good old nap for about an hour and a half. It's quite bizarre. It's all like having a chat on the pit stop, our little Discord stage thing that we do. It's also available on YouTube, on Skyjacker's YouTube channel, if you ever want to hear me and Skyjacker talk about VRC. We love it that much, we can talk about it for an hour each week. We talk about the races as well. But yeah, I was just chatting with Skyjacker for a good hour and a half. Stopped to have my dinner, and then I'm back on with you guys talking about the golfs. It's I live and breathe this stuff. So does my wife. Luckily she's decorating a cake, so I don't think she's really that bothered if I'm not in the room. She's always bothered, she says. There's Rivixter in a very pretty looking car. Wow, that didn't take someone too long sticking all those stickers on, eh? Poor soul. So Skyjacker just going past the Sharpie liveried Rivixter, looking sharp there, bro. Coy having to miss last week also for personal issues, and just off the back of his win as well, getting a win in that 3rd race of round 3 and then having to miss round 4. Can he keep the momentum going, or has he got to start again? But he was definitely in that. He wasn't off the podium in round 3, so yes, a man to watch for sure is the Coy. is Castrol Gulf. There you go. I hope GT7 adds sound effects with some of these buttons, because I don't, you know, I used to do it, and then I stopped doing it because I thought people might think the sound's gone a bit weird when I go whoosh. Yeah, I want sound effects. GT Poly Baloney Digital, if you're listening, I want a lot more replay of functionality. I want choices of cameras. I want just G and H. That's it. That's my choices. You know, I'll do that whole line. Do A to bloody L as camera options. What's wrong with you? You've got them. I know you've got them, because when you do your own replays, they're really fancy. You get like diagonal cameras, like at an angle, looking at them going through, and they look all sharp and super. If you choose H, it's always a long view camera, so you can never really see. It's just nice and close up on the car. This is camera angles. Make sound effects when I press the button. Sorry. We're into qualifying now, so no more need to chat. Turtle has retracted one of his messages and Turtle saying, working and very windy here. New storm is coming in up top. Yeah, we've had another storm today. Skyjacker did tell me the name of it. Oh yeah, because it's GTA. It was named after Franklin. I think it's Franklin from GTA. And then we chatted about how they should name all the storms now from computer games, and we both opted that Master Chief, is it, would have been the ultimate name for that. Has to be, you know, off the Richter scale, one of those tornadoes to be called that. So it's usually Skyjacker's first out on track, and it is. Skyjacker, being the host, does get that nice plush position of being the first garage, so he can get out there nice and early, unimpeded on his run, as he's already around the track. 59.4 on an out lap, so I mean, I don't know, I wasn't really, they were doing 51s or something in practice. Electric second on track, chasing Skyjacker down. UBD is a third out, and they've nailed enough getting those Golfs sideways through that first corner, aren't they? That's a beautiful sight to see. It's riding on rails, UBD. He's got that thing stiff as a board. Look at her roll, beautiful stuff. In the Pink Panther, although it's lolling a bit through there. Oh yeah, these Golfs, they really do something. They're nice. They're just nice, solid looking cars, and the liveries really match it. They look like racing cars. It's not like one of those N cars you take out there, try to race, and it looks peculiar because they don't look like they should be racing. These Golfs look like they were built for this. My word. Skyjacker then just about to post his fastest lap so far. It's a 52.1. And Electric, he does a 52.0. Electric did go to pole for a short while, but Binko has put in a 51.3 and he's disappeared. So Digital Blasphemy has then gone second fastest with a 51.4, and it looks like Toe is helping them here. Digital right close to, not right, but close enough to Rivixter, and Binko was looking rather close to someone. Sharen's third fastest with a 51.5. Barry Twins fourth with a 51.6. UBD is fifth fastest with a 51.7. Koikarp's sixth fastest with a 52.0. This is all going to change by the time I get to the end. Electric is a 52.07 also. Skyjacker 52.1, but he's just about to come through again, and this one's looking a lot stronger as he crosses the line. Maybe not, no. Oh yeah, a little bit faster, puts him up to fifth place ahead of UBD. So then we've got Rido in ninth and a Rivixter in 10th, but they're all coming around again to reset their times. Koikarp going faster but staying in 7th ahead of Electric. Rivixter has put a time in good enough for 9th. 800ths ahead of Rido, 3/10 behind Electric. Electric 2/10, 2.5 tenths behind Koikarp. Koikarp sitting in 7th, 500ths behind UBD's time. UBD in a 6th spot. He's 800ths off of Skyjacker's time. Skyjacker is only 500ths off of Barry Twins' time. Barry Twins qualifying good here. The Belgian, he's gone 4th fastest, but he's 900ths off of the Russian sensation, sat in 3rd, who's 500ths off of Digital Blasphemy, who is only a 10.5 off of Binko's pole at the moment. But Binko getting more purples as he's gone out again. Went into the pits at the end of that lap, but He's come back out again. Rido setting a time, so has Rivixter. Are they moving around near the end? Rido has gone ahead of Rivixter, even though Rivixter did go faster again. He's gone a little wide in that first corner, and that's the jeopardy. And Binko does go faster. He puts it further, only a tenth though, away from Digital Blasphemy, who just begins another lap. Shiren right up UBD's chuff. And imagine UBD, he's pulling out the way for Shiren. But that looked very close for qualifying. We don't usually see that in quali. They are meant to back off, but maybe UBD had made a mistake. We did look at UBD earlier. He didn't seem to have any cars around him, so maybe he's made a small mistake. And Shiren's caught him up, but UBD's got out of his way. But Shiren does not go any faster. We saw Koikart heading down, but he does not go any faster either. And he's braving it that close to UBD. And he's putting a lot of trust in the driver ahead of him. So let's have a rundown so far. We've got Binko crossing the line again, pulling another 51. But 51.2 is his time, his fastest time so far. Digital Blasphemy sitting in second place, and we've had a surge. Digital Blasphemy started the season at Suzuka very strong. I think got a win maybe there, and now he's back. Disappeared for a race or two, but he's back on form now, sitting at what I said, second in the championship. So maybe he didn't have a dip. Just I think there was a couple of times we didn't see him on the podium, but he's second in the championship, battling away with Skyjacker, and he's second so far on the grid with a minute and a half to go. Shiren, the Russian sensation, always a threat. Look at that back end. He loves a loose back end. Does Shiren, slinging his Golf in there. And they said sideways it's not as fast as forward, but Shiren is defying them with that thought in mind. And look at him bombing around. Car 69 absolutely on fire at the moment in his little Golf Mark 1. But he's just not finding the speed on Digi or Binko, who are ahead. Barry Twins, solid fourth there, qualifying from Barry Twins. This is maybe, I don't know, maybe they are twins, but this is a transformation from Barry. Oh, Skyjacker just pipping him though. Skyjacker just slipping it up there into fourth place with a 51.6, putting a bit of pressure on the Russian sensation. Only 600ths from his time. And in the chat, my man Turtle saying, yes, the storm is now towards us. Oh, has it moved on? I suppose, I don't know if it's as windy out here as it was. But yes, well, so Binko then, polling that bad boy with Digital Blasphemy, hunting down that time. We'll stick with Digital Blasphemy's lap. He's really edging it. This is going to be the final lap for a lot of these guys. Someone is heading towards the line, but I don't think they're going to cross it in time. Should be Skyjacker if he's the first out there. And no, the flag is out, so Skyjacker has done. And he's in fourth. Electric's just about to cross the line there. Stays in eighth. And that's it now. I can't keep track with who's crossing the line there. Shiren just crossing the line in third. So it was Digital Blasphemy. He's coming down now. Has he got anything on the Binko? He does not. No, he does not. So Binko, fastest man there. Qualifying's over. Digital Blasphemy in second. Shiren third. Skyjacker fourth. Barry Twins in fifth. UBD looked to be in sixth place. Then after that, I could not tell you. I'll have to wait until it pops up. It was very professional on it. I dropped the ball on the end of that one. Caught me out. Sorry, guys. Barry Twins fifth. UBD is sixth. Koikart seventh. Electric eighth. Rido ninth. And Rivixter in 10th. And let's prep ourselves here, because we're in for a treat here at Lago Maggiore Centrale. And Binko on pole ahead of my man Digital. And Skyjacker, the championship leader, down there in fourth. And here they go, Binko getting a great jump off the start, and Binko solid there into that first corner, and it looks like Shiren and Skyjacker have pulled alongside each other. Skyjacker definitely got that third place now, and Binko is through in the lead with Digital Blasphemy in second. Skyjacker coming fourth. He's having another pop with Digi. We love it when Skyjacker and Digital Blasphemy decide to have themselves a race, and so does Binko, because it usually means he can pull away as these two duke it out. And Shiren there in fourth place. UBD's moved up to fifth. Electric's jumped up into sixth. Barry Twins has dropped down into seventh. Not a great start for the Barry. And then Rivixter has made a great start from 10th up to 8th, and there goes Skyjacker on Digi. Unbelievable racing we're getting already, and Skyjacker, no waiting around whatsoever. He wanted to get done with that race because he wants to chase down Binko, but Digital Blasphemy should be getting a minor tow from our man Skyjacker. Skyjacker pulling over to defend the corner, and it's all about the braking as we come down to this heavy braking area, and my word, that feels fast into there. Digital Blasphemy, how he kept control of that car, and it's a beautiful thing. Shiren 4th, UBD is in 5th, Rido up into 6th. Rido having come into life in the Golf there. Look at that, up into 6th with Koikarp 7th. Then we have Electric slipping down to 8th, Barry Twin slipping down even further into 9th, and Rivixter, who was up into 8th, we saw he's down in 10th at the moment. But Binko on fire, 1.7 seconds ahead of Skyjacker. Skyjacker half a second ahead of Digital Blasphemy, not able to shake off car 22. Shiren just there in 4th with UBD closing in on Shiren. Shiren might be in danger from UBD. There he is, we're sat on board with him. Rido just behind us, 1.2 seconds as we close in on Shiren. Again, a minor tow. The braking, it looked like Shiren braking a bit later. Skyjacker making a mistake ahead. Skyjacker going wide in that corner. He's going to bunch them all right up now. Digi trying to find a way by. Skyjacker trying to protect his line. We're sat on board with UBD, and he's not close enough to Shiren to make an attack. But yes, Skyjacker made a small mistake there. He survives in 2nd place. Digital Blasphemy there in 3rd with Shiren right there in the action now. UBD also in 5th. They've pulled away from Rido a little bit in 6th, and Koikarp, it looks like we've got 3 wide here. Rido, Koikarp and Electric moves up into 6th place. Rido really misses out there. I don't know if he just brakes a little too much for that corner, but Electric now up into 6th ahead of Koikarp in 7th. Barry Twins now in 8th trying to attack Rido, so it looks like Rido must have made a small mistake in that corner, lost a lot of positions, but he's trying to come back now up the side of Koikarp, late on the brakes. He's in there, he's holding on, but Koikarp now has the inside. That's the problem with this corner, is whoever's on the outside then gets the inside, and Barry Twins looking like he's sneaking one up on Rido there as Rido tries to attack Koikarp. He finds he's got Barry Twins right up his inside, and we have some absolute cracking racing down here in the lower part of the field. We've got cracking racing up here as well with Skyjacker, Digital Blasphemy and Shiren all going for it. Skyjacker holding on to that second, Digital Blasphemy having a look at the inside, and then Shiren there. Oh, and it looks like Skyjacker's made a small mistake there in the middle of that corner, because Digital Blasphemy has got through up into 2nd with Shiren now in 3rd. Skyjacker dropping down to 4th. He's trying to come back, and yes, he's going for that outside line to try and get the inside line for the next corner, but it just can't cling on. He's got it to Shiren. Now he's got the inside, but Shiren's made a bit of a mistake there because UBD's through as well, and UBD launching an attack on Skyjacker here as Digital Blasphemy holds on to 2nd place ahead of Skyjacker. Then UBD is in 4th, battling with the Russian sensation. Koikarp is up to 6th. He's got himself ahead of Electric now with Barry Twins there in 8th, fending off from Rido and Rivixter. He's just not quite catching up those guys. Did a 52.5 his last time around. Rido doing a 53.4 and Barry Twins a 53.3, and these guys, oh, Electric out wide, and it looks like Barry Twins is looking for a move up the inside of Electric, and Electric defending hard there from Barry Twins as Koikarp tries to get away from these guys. Beautiful battling. Skyjacker meantime under attack again with Digital Blasphemy trying to go for that outside maneuver, and it's a tough one, but he's there now. Oh, it's not wide enough for Digital Blasphemy to slip through, and Skyjacker maintaining 2nd place, but he's put a wheel on the dirt, but it hasn't affected him too badly. UBD then ahead of Shiren. Shiren dropping back a little bit from UBD, and this is bumper to bumper driving from 2nd down to 5th, then 6th. We've got all them, and Barry Twins has got himself ahead of Electric. Electric battling there with Rido and Barry Twins. Koikarp trying to get away from this little pack, and he's trying to get a run on these guys. Barry Twins, what a great... Well, he had a bad start, but he's back into the action again. We know he's got a fast Golf. He qualified up there in 5th place, and at the moment currently running in 7th after dropping virtually to the back of the pack. Electric, though, we know he's got good pedigree. He's got a podium this season, and he'll be looking for more of that action. as he fights these guys down here, and Rido clinging on to the back of Electric, and Rido, it looked like he was having to think about a move on Electric for a second then, as Barry Twins keeps a close eye on Koikar. What's happening up ahead? Skyjacker, he's half a second now ahead of Digital Blasphemy. These are spacing out a little bit now and getting a little into their groove. We're 9 minutes away. There is Binko. I'm not ignoring you, brother, but you're not getting no drama. Do a spin, do a donut on the start straight. No, I'm joking. But Binko coming back with a vengeance, nearly 4.5 seconds ahead of Skyjacker at the moment. Skyjacker managing a 51.6 last. Oh no, Skyjacker handbraking it into turn 1, and he survived. My word, Digital Blasphemy must have loved that from his car. He must have had the biggest, cheesiest grin on his face. He saw the whole side of Skyjacker's Golf then. He was definitely sideways, and Digital Blasphemy must have been in for a treat seeing that manoeuvre and being able to keep hold of it. Unbelievable work from Skyjacker there. Oh, wow. And UBD chasing down Digi. He's got 1.2 seconds to find. Did a 52.0 his last time around. Digital Blasphemy did his fastest and the fastest of the race with a 51.4. No wonder Skyjacker slinging them in sideways. That is some pace from Digital Blasphemy, and Skyjacker trying to maintain that second place in this championship. But he's first place in the championship, second place, and he does it again. Beautiful. And Digital's thinking, I might have a go at that. Looks fun. But Skyjacker, unbelievable in that first corner, the way he takes it. Cracking. And shall we get on board with Shiren as we watch these three cars ahead of us? They are spaced out a little bit. We probably should check out how Barry Twins' Electric, Koikarp and Rido are getting on. And at the moment, Shiren's getting purples as he chases UBD around. He's just getting to the top of his gearbox as they go into the heavy braking corner. He's only down to third, just no second, last minute second, just to pull that car in a little bit. Nice trick, leaving that last gear change just for the apex, just to pull the car in. He's coming up the gearbox now, chasing down Barry Twins. We've got Digi and Skyjacker just ahead. I want to get on board for Skyjacker, just in the manoeuvre he pulls. Look at that, every corner he does it on purpose. He's showboating. So Skyjacker slinging that Golf around, but it's a fine line you drive, a fine line. But you drive because you could be off if you overpopped it. That back end just might come around on you. Digital Blasphemy then not being able to live with Skyjacker at the moment, even though he's getting purples. Down here we've got a Koikarp in 6th place. He's 3.8 seconds adrift from Shiren. Shiren doing a 51.7 last time around. Koikarp a 52.2. Barry Twins in 7th. We know he's very fast. A 52.7 from him last time around, and he's chasing down Koikarp. They've disappeared from Electric a little bit, and Electric keeping Rido at bay. And Rivik just can't catch up in this race. And maybe just not got his setup right. I could sit with him. This is the longest straight. Let's see if he gets up to 5th gear. It's a long time in 4th there, but he does get up to 5th. Not quite when he gets to the air. It's not bad, is it? It's not a bad gearbox setup, so I'm not sure why Rivik should be struggling. We've seen him on the podium before. So Binko then 4.4 seconds ahead of Skyjacker. Skyjacker's pulled out 1 second on Digital Blasphemy, 1.3 seconds, I mean. And Digital Blasphemy is 2 seconds ahead of Shiren. Shiren's got back ahead of the UBD. We can try, but we never know. Yeah, there you go, up the inside. Beautiful stuff from the Russian sensation. And yeah, Shiren pulling a lovely move on UBD then. UBD though, he won't sit on his laurels with that. He'll be back at the Russian. There he is. Alright, up his chuff, coming down this straight, braking, go over that inside line, but he's lost the back end of the car. He's got to get going quick because Koikarp and Barry Twins are coming towards him. Koikarp looking, oh god, I'm going the wrong way. Koikarp right on UBD's tail now. Barry Twins there in 7th place, and UBD trying to regain control of his Golf and get up to speed straight away as Koikarp's nipping at his heels. And UBD, it looks like he's still holding on to that 5th place at the moment, but Koikarp's slipping on what through, and Koikarp might be up to 5th. Barry Twins is in the mix as well. Barry Twins, we might have a 3 wide situation coming down here. Barry Twins has swapped over to the inside. And it does look like Koikap's got that 5th place from UBD, but UBD is not relinquishing. 6th to Barry Twins in 7th there. Then we've got Electric in 8th, Rido in 9th, 10th for Rivixter. Binko then leads, getting the fastest lap last time around. We've got 4 minutes left of this race. Binko 51.4 seconds. That took him to get round last time. And he's 5.1 seconds ahead of Skyjacker. Skyjacker 2.5 seconds ahead of Digital Blasphemy. And Sharen's not far away from Digi. He wants a podium, 1.5 seconds with 4 minutes remaining. That's a lot of laps. And Koikap there, getting that 5th place from UBD, making a small mistake in that battle with Sharen. And Barry Twins has stayed with the action. And I imagine he wouldn't mind finishing ahead of Koikap. He wouldn't mind that 5th place that he qualified in, I am sure. But Koikap at the moment, 5th place in his Castrol Golf out there, ahead of UBD in the Pink Panther, ahead of Barry Twins as Martini Golf. Then we have Electric, who's not that far behind. If these 4 all get into a little battle as such, UBD, he's taking no prisoners in that corner. He's still quite scary. He's like Skyjacker, slinging it in there, car virtually sideways, and that's how we lose it. But he's keeping it together. Barry Twins on the curb before he had a little wiggle on there. Unbelievable racing down here between Koikap or UBD and Barry Twins. Electric could be catching them up. He's not too far behind with this battle continuing. Koikap trying to defend from UBD. UBD having a look one way and then another. Binko flying away with it. 5.4 seconds now. And Turtle says this is like driving the Mazdas. Same lines as the V-Dub. Yeah, just slinging them in and hoping for the best. So Binko then leads from Skyjacker. Yeah, whoosh. A nice snap-on helmet from the Binks. Skyjacker. Nice green and black combo. With Digital Blasphemy chasing them down in 3rd. A nice orange helmet. Union Jack. Then the Sharen, a Red Bull design with the Russian flag on the top. And Sharen does look to be closing up on Digital Blasphemy. Digital Blasphemy might be in trouble before the end of this race with just under 2 minutes left of racing. And Sharen is closing up on 3rd. He was 1.2 seconds behind. He's now only 6/10. And Sharen also slinging it in that first corner. And Digital Blasphemy looks to be struggling in turn 2. And Sharen is right upon him. Sharen looking up the inside of Digi. And Digi in trouble now. He's got to really race this one all the way to the flag. Could be a couple of laps left for him. And Skyjacker's got that one sorted in 2nd. Barry Twins has moved ahead. I said he would love it if he could get back into his 5th place from qualifying, and off camera he has done. But Koikap coming back at him. Koikap coming up the inside of Barry Twins, but Barry Twins later on the brakes into the corner, and he puts him wide, and there goes Koikap off the inside, and Koikap, he regains that 5th place from Barry Twins. It's nearly neck and neck as they come down the straight though, and it could be anyone's, and Barry Twins is going to have that inside line in the first corner. It's going to be about Billy Big Balls on the brakes here as they come down to turn 1, and Barry Twins just about, he had a little knock from UBD. Koikap's maintained that inside line, and Barry Twins is trying to come up the inside as well, and my word, where did UBD come from in that corner? Unbelievable stuff. But UBD moving up into 5th with Barry Twins and Koikap getting caught out there, and I don't know, I mean, I don't know. I didn't see it enough to see how much he was on the track or what. I know Barry and Koikap were right on the apex, so, but there might have been enough. And there comes Barry, but he's late on the brakes. He's on the barrier. Oh no! And UBD up into 5th with Koikap 6th. Then Electric up into 7th. Barry Twins has got going again, and oh, my heart bleeds and cries for Barry Twins there. What an unfortunate finish, and that's the end of the race. That's the end of the race for these guys. 5th place for UBD, 6th for Koikap, 7th for Electric, Barry Twins in 8th, Rido finishes in 9th, Rivixter bringing it home in 10th place, Binko, an absolute storm of a drive with Skyjacker. Digital Blasphemy still holding on to that 3rd place, ahead of Shiren, but Shiren dogging him all the way to the end, and Binko's just come on the start-finish straight, and I do like to watch them cross the line, but I can't see how this race has finished yet. They're going through the corner, Digital Blasphemy just ahead, and there goes Binko to take the win. Skyjacker coming down the line as well. Digital Blasphemy still showing in third, but they're side by side coming down. Skyjacker gets second, Digital Blasphemy just ahead of Shiren. Who will finish on the podium? It's Digital Blasphemy. Take a boo, my son, and Shiren come home in fourth, and that was epic. Right then, let's do that another couple of times, because that was exciting. Binko, absolute awesome job. Pole position, fastest lap, and the victory. And now Binko coming back with a bang. Awesome stuff. Right, I've got to save the replay, because I only forgot the first round. I've remembered every time since. And then we'll go to the race results. And there you see Binko with a big smiley face on his helmet. Yeah, I think that's what it is. It looks good anyway. And yes, Binko takes another win in the VW Golf Cup here for round 5. It's awesome stuff. With Skyjacker in second, it's every point's going to count at this stage of the championship. Skyjacker finishing in second ahead of Digital Blasphemy, who had to defend at the end of that race to keep hold of that podium position, because Shiren was bringing the noise. Man alive, was Shiren going for it in the last few laps. Fifth for Uncle B, Darren, jumping Coy and Barry twins in that corner, and I mean, like, it all happened in a flash, but UBD was on the scene very sharpish, and Coy and Barry twins was just left behind, and UBD gets that 5th place ahead of Coy Carp in 6th. Barry twins making a small mistake a couple of corners later, dropping him down into 8th, so Electric comes up into 7th. Barry twins, his 8th place is not really a sign of his speed and pace here, because he's fast and should have finished higher than 8th. Rido in 9th place, having an absolute banging race with Electric there. With Rivixter, I don't know, he just didn't have the pace today in that 10th spot. Binko got your fastest lap with a 51.465. Do you know what? 51.465. I've written it down this time so I can tell you which one's the fastest lap, because I know I always say, was that faster than the last one? I can't remember. Binko in the chat saying wrong helmet, was designing another helmet and forgot to change back. Dull. It's alright, it looks good. I like it. It's nice. It's got like the brawn colours. It's good. So they're practicing now. Ooh, what time of day is it? 8 o'clock in the evening. Ooh, we're having some late races here at Lago Maggiore Centre in Italy. I think we tried to do it. So we started off in Japan with Kyoto and Suzuka. Then we went to, oh no, it was all Japan, BB Raceway and Tsukuba. This is our first race in Europe. Then next week we'll be off to America, then to the UK, and then to Austria. So I think I had to put, I wanted the American one just after where this one was, but it seemed too close to BB Speedway, to have Isle of Northern Isle Speedway. So we shoved a Lago Maggiore in there. Why am I on this screen? This is not a screen you want to look at. All right, here we go. I haven't seen a time. Did he write a time? Did anyone see? He wrote a time. If I put start chat. No, I can't do anything there. I shouldn't have to go off anyway. Jeez, only been on for half hour. Not that bad. We'll just hang around. It's just because I never know what to talk about. Well, I could talk about anything. I could talk about out if you want, but it's just I don't want it to be too rambly and silly and stupid and make a fool of himself. I was listening because when I do the pit stop, 2035. Cheers, dude. That's all right. I'm not going nowhere anyway. I decided to stay because it seemed too quick. When we were doing the pit stop earlier, before the pit stop, I sit there I have to try and get all the results of the races that have gone, because believe it or not, I don't remember them. So, but it's only the top 3. I mean, we don't talk about every single position in the pit stop. We'd still be talking now. My word. So we just try and stick. We are elitist. We stick to the top 3. It's just easy. We do the bottom 3, but I mean, as we follow the rounds with the table, it'd be a bit weird. They'd be like, well, how come Racer Brown's winning? You didn't tell us that. So we do the top 3. So I have to sit there through YouTube, look at all my streams. There is an easier way, I'm sure, but I've just got into the habit of going through the streams and just jotting down who finished first, second, and third. And what did I heard myself. And honest to God, I don't know how you guys listen to this. I'm pretty sure I said something like that was crazy like a fish. And there was no reference to fish in anything leading up to it. So I talk a load of toddle. I really do. And I don't, fair play to you guys. Having to sift through the static to actually get some sort of race chat. Crazy like a fish. When did fish become crazy? And I even thought, like my wife said, well, maybe Koikarp had got a good position. I said, no, he wasn't in this race. So it wasn't even a reference to Koikarp. There was no reason for it at all. It was ridiculous. So less stupid talk is what I say. We'll try and talk about proper things. So digital blasphemy, just getting that podium from Shiren. It's going to be a reverse grid this next race as well, so that's going to be very fun. And I think Rivixter will be on pole. Now, I wasn't sure. Rivixter's gears looked quite good when I saw him, so I'm not sure where he's losing the time out there. Is the rivs? I mean, we've seen he's been on the podium, we know he's fast, but for some reason in race 1 it wasn't coming together for him, and unsure why. For the Rivixter there. Oh yeah, he's gone pretty. I wonder if that's for the PRC. Does he drive an American car? Yeah, he drives a Corvette, doesn't he? So he's gone full Yankee Doodle with his helmet, has the rivs. Yeah, I'm not sure. 52.5 from Rivixter in practice there. We don't really judge the practicing too much. Binko 51.415, which is faster than what he went in the first race. It's faster than his fastest lap. So Binko unstoppable at the moment. In the chat, we have Skyjacker saying, you have multiple ways, mate. Admin thread on PSN Messenger is where... Yeah, no, I know. And I went and looked on there one day and I got confused what race was what. And I just thought, at least on YouTube, I know what race I'm looking at. I started getting mixed up with what was race 1 and race 2. But yeah, I know that's where they usually all are. Ping all the result screens there. Also the result sheets on 1D. I never think about 1D. I do apologise. And Skyjack saying, I wasn't getting back end out in turn 1 on purpose, by the way, lol. Oh, he wasn't doing that on purpose. I thought you did it every corner virtually, so I thought you were that was your style. I thought you were showing digital blasphemy, the side of your car, saying, look, my black car's better than your black car. And there we see they're all getting themselves prepped and ready. We're only minutes away from a reverse grid for race 2. And I tell you what, we've got some beautiful liveries, haven't we? We really have. I'm digging the Binko Durham. It's an animal foods company. Digging that. We usually see, and I did notice, we never get a good angle, but I did notice when I was doing some cutting up replays, because I thought, oh, this has got to be a first for Binko, not to have a relentless sponsoring him, but there is an R on the back quarter there, and I think the roof has got a huge R on there, so he is still... Oh, we nearly got high enough to look at his roof. Come on, GTSport, we put a lot of effort into these liveries. We want to look at the roofs as well. The number board would look awesome with them all together, but yeah, he's got a relentless on the top of his roof, so they're still sponsoring him. He hasn't lost that sponsorship yet. And Skyjacker, I think Monster threw some more cans at him after he became a champ for them in the Monster livery. So I think that partnership is going to continue through to the next game. We're not sure, but I believe they've solidified their contracts, signed it. Digi still sponsoring himself, but he is a DJ, and you've got to check out his sounds, his tunes. I don't know what the kids are calling them these days, but they're on SoundCloud, I think. SoundCloud for Digi, Digital Blasphemy. Some hard-hitting beats. See, this is why I go silent between races, because the silence is better. But we're all readying up for this next race. Barry Twins, we know he's got good pace. He's going to be starting third, I believe, in this race. Ooh, he's trying out his handbrake. But yeah, Barry Twins, he'll probably be starting around about third. We know he's fast, so he could take an early lead here and try and run away from it. But Binko really has got some pace. If Binko doesn't get caught up in the pack, if you can get through quite quickly, and there is some really good overtaking places here, heavy braking zones. We've seen these guys make some lovely overtaking. So there's Rivixter on pole position, just awaiting. What's going on? Get rid of that. There is Rido alongside him, waiting for those lights. Do we get a better shot? No, we don't. And there they go. Quite a bit of tyre smoke from Rivs as he leaves the line. Rido not off the line as quick as Electric. Electric up into second, but Rivixter, he's still solid there in the lead going into that first corner, and it's Rivixter ahead of Electric, but Rido and Barry Twins both in the action as well. Rido third, Barry Twins is fourth. Then we've got Uncle B Darren in fifth, Koikart sixth. We've got Skyjacker in seventh. Well, it's moving around here. Seventh, Digital Blasphemy in eighth. No, Koikart's dropped back to seventh. Skyjacker getting ahead of Koi. What's happening at the front? Rivixter still leads against Electric, who's just ahead of Barry Twins, ahead of Rido, then UBD, then Skyjacker, then Koikart. Digital Blasphemy in eighth. Shiren ninth. Binko in 10th place, and these guys battling it out down there in the thicker part of the Koikart getting pinged between cars there as Rivixter gets himself a nice 8/10 lead ahead of Rido. Rido up into second now. Electric, Barry Twins dropping back. My word, they're moving around. And the Rivs holding solid out there. Said he was down on pace in the first race, but he's not down on pace now. Rido and Electric going side by side into the second corner. Rido still maintains second place as Electric slips back. Barry Twins under attack from UBD. Then we have Digital Blasphemy just ahead of Binko. Binko coming through. We've lost Skyjacker somewhere. There's Shiren in 8th, Koikart 9th, and there is Skyjacker. My word. I don't know what happened, but he's further back. And a second now, Rido trying to close up on our man. And Electric going for a late move. Excuse me, a hair in my throat. But Rido and Electric absolutely cracking on. And this is all good for Rivs as he tries to pull away from the rest of the pack. Electric going for another move on Rido. He's coming from far back. Can he keep the car on the track? Whoa! But Rido is back there up the inside, and it was all for naught because Rido back into second place. But it absolutely looked boss as you like, Electric. Well done. Barry Twins in. Oh my God, I can't talk. Oh my God, Barry Twins slipping down there. Sorry, I'm coughing for some reason. I don't even know why. Digital Blasphemy moves up into fourth. Electric still attacking Rido. Rido holding on to that second place. And Electric not going so deep this time, is he? He's trying it. He's done it. He's got it better control. But Rido, he's still left that door open. But not now. Rido's still having a look. Excuse me, I don't know. What a shocker. I watch YouTube videos about newscasters that can't talk because they start coughing, and I think it's hilarious. And I think this is karma getting me back. Oh, I should mute it when I cough. I do apologise. Very unprofessional. Digital Blasphemy moves up into second place as Rito there in third. Electric in fourth. Binko is fifth with Shiren in sixth. Koikarp is seventh. Skyjacker's back up into eighth. There goes Barry Twins. Barry Twins has dropped down to ninth, and UBD down to 10th. So Rivixter is still leading. Oh, that's a bit better. Let's hope we can maintain that. So Rivixter there, I'm crying where I've been coughing so much. Sorry, guys. I'm blaming my wife. She heard me comment when I said I was listening to a bit of it because I was trying to get the results, and she goes, I don't know how your voice doesn't go. And subconsciously she's planted it in there. Digi going late on the brakes there, but Binko goes underneath him up into second. Digital Blasphemy in third. Koikarp's up into fourth now. Koikarp having an absolute blast of a race. But Shiren's coming at him. Shiren trying to get that inside line on Koi. And there's Rito just on the outside there. This is absolutely delicious here. And Shiren maintains that fourth place with Koikarp in fifth, Rito in sixth. Skyjack has caught him up in seventh. Barry Twins slipping to eighth with Electric in ninth. And Electric's dropped back now into ninth. And UBD in 10th. Come on, Rivs. 10 more minutes. He's got 2-second lead on Binko. Binko absolutely fast as hell. Now he's been unleashed. He's got no one between him and the Rivs. The Rivs, he's just got to keep his head, try and drive straight, and hopefully that'll be enough ahead of the Binko onslaught. Digital Blasphemy in third place with Shiren fourth. Koikarp is in fifth, fighting with Shiren, trying to get what little toe they can get. Skyjacker having a look at Rito. Skyjacker going for a move on Rito. And Rito, Shiren's really late on the brakes. He's only just clinging on. He's trying to get back on the track. Rito's in the way. And my word, Shiren just about surviving there up the side of Skyjacker. Skyjacker sitting there. Rito's now gone wide. They're fighting these Golfs, aren't they? My word, racing with everything they've got. And Rivixter's lost a second on Binko already. Binko without any cars around going straight into the 51s with Rivixter doing a 52.3, his fastest. So Rivixter really trying to pull out everything he's got. And Binko's coming, but has he got time? 8 minutes. It's a long time for Rivixter to try and survive. Digital Blasphemy trying to break Koikarp's toe down on the inside of the track. Koikarp chasing him across the track as they break into the first corner, and Koikarp having a little look at Digi. Both sideways in there. Beautiful stuff. And Skyjacker there in fifth place. Skyjacker up into fifth. We saw Shiren making a mistake. And now Barry Twins is up into sixth. And my word, UBD, who was last, he's up into eighth. Rito slipped down to ninth with Electric in 10th. And we saw Rito and Electric having an absolute humdinger of a battle in the first race. Maybe we'll see some more of that as Rivixter. Binko's on his tail now. On board with Binko. Whoosh. Rivixter trying to cling on to that apex in his Golf. And Binko now down this straight. He's got the fastest lap of the race. It's not as fast as the first race. But Binko closing in. We've got Digital Blasphemy 2 seconds behind me. Koikarp in fourth with Skyjacker in fifth. And there you go. Riv's doing a beautiful job there, holding that ground. But there we see Binko having a small look up the inside of the Sharpie car. Look how the bumpers are coloured in. I thought that was a nice little touch on the Sharpie thing, scribbling the bumpers. But now here we see the man Binko coming through to try and take the second win of the day. But Rivixter's still keeping it in there, tenacious as he is. Rivixter later on the brakes than Binko, making Binko go the long way round. And Rivixter maintains that corner, but Binko's there halfway up the side of Rivs, and it looks like Binko got a better drive out of that final corner, and Binko draws into the lead as Rivixter comes back. He's going to try and outbrake him on the inside, And the Ribs are making his intentions clear. He's gone up the inside, but has he outbraked himself? No, the Ribs. But Bingo's still slightly in the lead, but around the outside, the Rivixter is there on the inside. Bingo's still on the lead. It's side by side for a whole part of this track. Unbelievable stuff. Rivixter still no. Bingo's now in the lead as they go up the hill. Through the slight turns, Digital Blasphemy's got pressure from Skyjacker, and now Rivixter is in second place. Is he going to try and outbrake Bingo into the final corner? And he does not. He sits behind and knows this corner is way too risky to try and late break into. So there you go, Bingo back into the lead, Rivixter in second, Digital Blasphemy holding off his sparring partner Skyjacker. These two seem to find each other in the VW Golf Cup, and it's a beauty for us to watch because they always put on a show. Skyjacker trying to go for that outside line on Digi, but Digi's got his number. It's 99, and he knows he likes to get up that inside, so Digital Blasphemy covering off as Skyjacker goes very wide. Koikarp's up into fourth. Koikarp looking for another podium here as Digital Blasphemy catches up Rivixter. And now Rivixter doesn't get a moment's rest. He's got Digital Blasphemy all up in his business. And okay, someone called GR36857 or whatever it is. Hi, my PSN is The Racer, and I am a member of the VRC, but I have yet to have my first race with the club. But my question is this: can I join a racing season part way through? It's usually how many drop scores there are, or something like the first 2 or 3 like this. There's only 3 rounds left, so there was talk. I did speak to Skyjacker about opening up one of the rounds just to try and get a full forum for the oval race, but which is next week. But I think the problem is it's people who are in the championship, they're close together. Is adding more cars does sort of affect the championship, so we try not to let people join midway through seasons. It's usually the first couple of rounds. Like there's something on a Thursday night called the PRC in Group 3 cars, I believe. And they've only done 1 round, so there might be a chance to still sign up for that. There was only 12 cars, I think. But look at this, Digital Blasphemy trying to fend off from Skyjacker. Rivixter's dropped behind him now. I know we've got a lovely little battle here for second place because Koikarp's tucking in behind him. So Skyjacker now moves ahead of Digital Blasphemy. And my word, there is a Rivixter as well. He was ahead, but they've all caught him up. But Rivixter trying to hold his own against Koikarp now in the mix, and Shiren not too far behind, a very fast Golf, and Shiren will be trying to close up Barry Twins. We know he's got pace. They're in 7th with UBD in 8th, Rito in 9th, and he's less than a second behind him is Electric. So Binko now 3.5 seconds in the lead from Skyjacker with Digital Blasphemy, but Skyjacker, he seems to have the edge on Digital Blasphemy at this round, and he's ahead of Digi again. And Koikarp up into 4th, but the Ribs, he wants up, he wants those points. He's going for the move on Koi, and the Rivixter trying to get up the inside, but Koikarp holding his line, and that's given Shiren the opportunity. Shiren up there in the inside, and the Rivixter on the outside, and now it looks like Shiren and the Ribs are going to go side by side through a couple of corners just for the thrills of it. And the Ribs trying to get off the curbs, gives Shiren a little bump. And I don't know if Shiren give way there, but Shiren drop in behind. Barry Twins closing up that gap. Skyjacker, though, now he's... oh, no, Digi still staying with Skyjacker. Before we saw Skyjacker managing to pull away from Digital Blasphemy, but not this time. Digital Blasphemy keeping up with the monster liveried Golf. He's trying to break the toe. As Digi says, I'm not playing that game. You swing from side to side. Like the Jungle Book. And there may have been a touch there. I'm not sure. Digi tried to move out of the way. I think Digi got caught out by Skyjacker's brakes, or Digi braked too late, and it looked like a nudge on Skyjacker, and he pulled out of the way, and that's given Koikarp the opportunity to close up on Digi as he brings Rivixter and Shiren along for the ride. Barry Twins in 7th place with UBD in 8th, Rido in 9th. He's pulled away from Electric a little bit, but it's this man today. Wow, fought his way through the pack, back up into the lead, whilst I was losing my voice. Unfortunate. So, yeah, bingo, bang. 1 minute 48 seconds left of this race to go, and Binko leading from Skyjacker with Digital Blasphemy in that 3rd place. Digital Blasphemy coming back from miles back. He's got the car sideways. If he survived that, I honestly, he's how he's lost no time. He nearly got ahead of Skyjacker. My word, what a scary move. Skyjacker must have thought, oh, he's off. But he just kept his car in there. Wow, Digital Blasphemy is not giving Skyjacker a moment rest. And Skyjacker doesn't know how to race this man at the moment. He's being absolutely ruthless, reckless. Well, not reckless, he hasn't hit anyone, but he's being ruthless with these corners and his braking. And Digital Blasphemy, he wants that 2nd place from Skyjacker back. Does not like it that the Skyjacker has beat him twice today. These two even drivers on skill level. And the Digi and the Sky. He's going for that late break again on Skyjacker, but Skyjacker's already into the corner. And Digital Blasphemy stays in 3rd. Koi Carb, though, he's pulled away from Shiren, who's got himself ahead of Rivixter. And now Barry Twins is there with the Rivs. Poor Rivs, what's going on? Did a 53.5 that last time around, but he did a 52.0 on lap 15. So more of those Rivs. You need some more of those 52.0s, man. With Barry Twins doing a 52.6 last time around. His fastest a 51.8 though from Barry Twins. He really has got the pace today. Uncle BD is a 52.1 his last time around. Rido doing a 52.6. The pace is so fast out there. 52.8 from Electric. There's barely nothing in it. 51.7 from Binko. Digital Blasphemy is ahead of Skyjacker. We missed that. I do apologise. As they go around to start their final lap, Koikart finishes in 4th. Shiren in 5th. Barry Twins finishes 6th with Rivixter in 7th. UBD finishes in 8th. Rido in 9th. Electric in 10th. But it's the battle between Digi and Sky we've got to keep an eye on as they make their way round this final lap. Binko is 6 seconds ahead of them. And he's looking for his 2nd win of the day. Was Digital Blasphemy and Skyjacker left to pick up whatever points are left behind from the Binks. And Skyjacker going out wide there. He's going to go for a wide line into this corner. Digital Blasphemy being very defensive. And this is going to give Skyjacker a run on Digi towards the line. Here comes Bingo to take his 2nd win. Absolutely spanking. Digital Blasphemy, can he hold Skyjacker? Skyjacker, no, Skyjacker's just ahead. Oh, Digital got it in the end. Oh my word, so close. 3 thousandths of a second between the two of them. And there is our man Binko with his 2nd trophy of the day. Awesome racing from the Binks. He knows his golfs. My word, he is fast. He is rapid. So I'll save the replays. Okie dokie. And then we will look at the race results. I might have a little break in this one, to tell you the truth. 1, from talking a tripe, and 2, because my throat went weird in that race, didn't it? Maybe it needs the break between races. I'm meant to be doing this for 9 hours next weekend, so I don't know how I'm going to stand up if my voice isn't even lasting for 2 15-minute races. Oh my. So Binko takes the win from that 2nd race with Digital Blasphemy in 2nd place. What a battle we saw. So, yeah, Digital Blasphemy, it was... Look at their times. It's unbelievable stuff. Really was 3 thousandths of a second apart. And Skyjacker, I'm sure, did lurch ahead of Digi. It must have been gear changers. Must have been whoever snapped that 4th gear first, just lurching forward. But Digital Blasphemy finishing in 2nd place ahead of Skyjacker. It couldn't have been any tighter for that podium. And Skyjacker, I apologise. Take a boo, my son. It's because I didn't know who I was going to be saying it to. Koikart, a spanking 4th place from Koikart. Great points from the VRC driver, with Shiren for Team 13 in 5th place, and Barry Twins 6th in the end for Barry Twins. Poor Rivixter doing so well up in the lead there, had the pace, just, I don't know, I think as soon as he got into the crowd, that was it. It was just racing, and the pace starts falling away, and you just start trying to defend, and that's when driving gets a little messy, and he just seemed to slip back a little bit. But yeah, Barry Twins finishing in 6th, ahead of Rivixter in 7th, with UBD in 8th place, Rido in 9th, and Electric coming home in 10th. Binko got the fastest lap with a 51.443, which was faster than the first race. So Binko has the fastest lap. Well, he had the fastest lap anyway, but that one's faster than his other faster lap. So if you get the meaning. Well done, Binko. He knows his golf. He's really got this. He's got this. 21.05. I've got 10 minutes. Yeah, I'm going to go and have a little vocal relax. I have a vocal spa. So, guys, sit tight. I'm not going to tell you to sit tight. I thought about that last time when I said, "Oh, don't go anywhere," and I'm thinking, what a hypocrite! I'm telling them not to go anywhere when I'm going. I'm off. You don't. You stay there and wait for me. So yeah, you've got 10 minutes, guys. Go and make a cup of tea, grab a Twix, or whatever you like, and just chill, Bill. And I shall return. See you soon. Hi guys, it's alright. I'm just joking. Yeah, I'm back just as I was going. Rossmore in the chat saying smoke break. You know it, lad. You know it, our kid. Yeah. But smoke is bad, so I didn't go for a smoke break. I went and got some fresh air, try and, give some vocal rest. Malaka. So yeah, wow, two races these Sunday evenings. Really drag it out with these golfs. They're hectic. We had mud races this week and they weren't as hectic as that. God, they were hectic, but these golfs are crazy. Unbelievable stuff. God knows what that Oval's going to be like next week. I am really excited about that one. And so Binko, he's 2 for 2 so far this round. Is he going to go for the treble? Can he do it? Skyjacker and Digital Blasphemy, very fast indeed. But can they find that extra bit that Binko seems to find? He's just... I don't know, let's have a look at his gear, shall we? See his secrets. Where is he? He's just coming down straight now. He's changing it around about 105. He's not quite getting to the top of that fifth. That might not be the longest bit where they're flat out though, in all fairness. And second, he doesn't seem to be doing anything any different from anyone else. He's just rapid. He's a rapid driver. Into fifth gear. He's the fastest man on track at the moment. Yeah, there you go. Up to the top of fifth, just as you'd want it, along the longest straight. He can really drive that golf well. Shuren, second fastest in this short practice period. Between races, we're going to be... I should tell him, shouldn't I? I used to. It's like tradition. I used to say I'm back. And then I think I started trying to rhyme it with things. And then it became sort of like a whole thing. Trying to do a whole thing like back, jack, crack. Let's have a crack. But, So Koikap then. Koikap, he did well in that last race. He could earn himself a podium in here. Rido and Electric will be starting on the pole positions in the front row. 52.3 from Rido in practice at the moment. Electric managing 52.2. Skyjacker asking if we're ready. So I like to be involved. Go for an R. We used to say Y. I don't think many people do it anymore. I think the Y has slowly died out. The Empire did win. I think some people got just scared to choose either and just come up with other things. Like, yeah. Oh, yeah, very funny. You're funny, man. Hilarious. Skyjacker, the only champion of 2022. Electric going for a Y as well. Old school. Barry Twins with an R and Digi with an R also. Very good. So, Binko. Can Skyjacker or Digital Blasphemy stop him this time? Skyjacker saying thinking lols. And then he says good luck to everyone out there as they start for their third and final race this evening for round 5 of the championship. And we have got to say it's been absolutely cracking. I've enjoyed these little golfs around this track indeed. Enjoyed it very much so. So there they go, Electric and Rido on the front. UBD in a great position. So's Rivix to Barry Twins 5th. I don't know what's happening with Barry Twins. He's got the speed. We know he's got the speed. He just seems to be not getting up there, getting the rub of the green that he wants. And there's a better view of the front row as we wait for the lights here for the third and final time. Electric on pole ahead of Rido with UBD. And it's a go, go, go here at Lago Maggiore. And Rido looks to be going quite rapid off of the start straight. But Electric's got him teed off at the moment. Electric into the first corner, onto those brakes, cold tyres on the mediums as well, into that first corner. I'm surprised we've not had more problems than what we've had. Oh, that's an interesting camera angle. I don't know why that's suddenly given me those. Interesting. So we feel a bit sick. It's because of GT have chosen the rear camera view. I didn't choose that, but I'm going to go away from it. And there we see them all bunched up. Electric still leading from Rido with UBD in third. Great start from those guys. Rivixter in fourth, just with Skyjacker on the battle there. Skyjacker looking to make a move, and he's made the move up into fourth place. And then we've got a whole squarry of cars with Shiren in fifth, ahead of the Rivs in sixth. Then we've got Barry Twins there in seventh. Binko trying to come through in eighth. As they're all bunched up, Electric still leading from Rido, out in the lead there with UBD in third. Binko trying to make his way through, and he's got a whole bunch of cars ahead of him with Shiren, Barry Twins and Rivixter all battling it out. Oh, Barry Twins getting a couple of wheels onto the dirt, and that gives Rivixter the opportunity to move up into sixth place. And Barry Twins now, he's got Binko to worry about. Binko on his tail with Digital Blasphemy in ninth, ahead of Koikarp. And there we see Electric, he's got Rido all up in his business. UBD there as well, as Skyjacker catching him up. And now Rido leads the race. Rido leads the race. But I think he's gone a little wide from Electric. I don't know if Electric held him along there. They were very close together. UBD up into second. Skyjacker trying to get that third place from Rido as they head down to the first corner. And it's Electric that's leading, ahead of a three-way battle from Skyjacker, UBD and Rido. Close your eyes, there's gonna be tears, and it's Skyjacker. Skyjacker gets through. Rido tries to filter through, but he can't get past Skyjacker, but he gets himself ahead of UBD, and UBD losing out in that corner mostly. Shiren right on their tail in fifth place, ahead of Barry Twins in sixth. Now Digital Blasphemy, Rivixter dropping down with Binko in ninth, and there's Koikarp in 10th spot. And Electric now has to defend from Skyjacker, and Skyjacker having a close look up the inside, late onto the brakes, and Skyjacker through. And Rido is having a look, but Uncle B's coming back at Rido, and it's crazy racing out there. Electric having a look at Skyjacker down the straight. Skyjacker pulling over to the inside line there to protect his line, and Electric's not that far behind. It's going to be a battle of the brakes, but Skyjacker's got that inside line on Electric. Whoa, absolutely sideways like Uncle B. Darren. Unbelievable driving there with Rido in fourth, and there's Shiren closing up, and it's Skyjacker now leading the race from Electric with UBD in third, Rido in fourth, Shiren there battling it out in fifth. Barry Twins trying to catch that crowd up in sixth with Rivixter in seventh. He's still got Binko harassing him, and Digital Blasphemy's dropped back to the back. He was ahead of Rivixter and Binks, and now he's looking at Koikarp's car from that angle on board. Oh no, maybe it was me that done something. And there we see Digital Blasphemy trying to get himself past Koikarp as Binko finally gets past Rivixter. It's taking him a couple of laps. Great racing from Rivixter there, holding his line and making Binko do all the work. And Rivixter coming back at the Binks as they brake heavily into the first corner, and the Rivs is there, but Binko holding line up in the inside, and Binko stays ahead in seventh with Rivixter there in eighth. But Rivixter again trying to look for that inside line coming into that corner. And my word, what beautiful racing we've got. And there we see Digital Blasphemy. We might see why he's going a bit far back. He's going wide. He wants to floor it through that part. Skyjacker a second ahead of Electric then. UBD looking very close and intent. He's gone for the move. He's gone for the move. The car looks out of control, but he's managed to wrangle it back in control again. And him and Electric side by side going down the straight. And UBD looks like he's pulling into second place. And all these cars are lining up behind. Shiren, Barry Twins and Rido. Three wide coming down. And there's UBD's joining them as well. They're all on the brakes. Oh my God. Shiren sideways. Oh my Lord, how did everyone get through that corner side by side? That is some crazy driving now. I think UBD nearly ran out of room, and it's a great race as Rido and Barry Twins go side by side through that corner. And I'm not commentating on a race anymore, I'm just admiring driving through these corners. Unbelievable, fantastic. Binko in 7th, with Rivixter there in 8th, Koikarp in 9th ahead of Digital Blasphemy. Skyjacker blowing him away. He's disappearing 2.2 seconds ahead of Electric. Shiren now up into 3rd with UBD in 4th. No, UBD's dropping down. He's off the track. Oh my lord, something wrong's happened with UBD. I don't know if he's got rig problems, but he's just wanged straight off the track and into last place. Oh my word. And Binko, look, up into 4th already ahead of Riv. Rivs has come through as well. My gosh, some actions happen down here with Barry Twins slipping down, and now Digital Blasphemy and Koikarp are both in the mix of this battle. So hell knows what happened. But Binko in 4th ahead of Rido, and Barry Twins trying to get up the inside of Rido there. But Rido holding his line in 5th place, Barry Twins in 6th, and this is beautiful. Rivixter on Barry Twins side by side coming up the hill with Digital Blasphemy sitting right there in the pocket. Going for that inside line on the brakes is Digital Blasphemy, going for a position on Barry Twins. It looks like he's gained on Barry Twins. He couldn't get Rido though in that move. So Rido in 5th with Digital Blasphemy in 6th, Rivixter in 7th, Barry Twins in 8th, Koikarp in 9th place, and UBD, I don't know what happened to him, but he's there in 10th, chasing them down. Skyjacker now 2.5 seconds ahead of Electric, who's a second ahead of Shiren, so Shiren closing up on Electric. Then we've got Binko 1.8 seconds behind Shiren, Rido in 5th, and then everyone else. Digital, Koikarp, Barry Twins, and UBD will be catching them up. So there goes Digi. I'm sure he's trying to get that corner flat out, going very wide, and Barry Twins up the inside of him now, and Digital Blasphemy slips down into 9th place. And Rido holding on to that 5th ahead of Rivixter in 6th. Koikarp is there. He's trying to get the inside as Rivixter tries to get a move on Rido. He gets it. Rido out a bit wide, and he's lost a couple of positions. He's alongside Koikarp coming through. Unbelievable here. Beautiful racing for the stream. I don't know if these guys are feeling as comfortable as I am in watching it. It's beautiful stuff. I know it's a little rough and ready, but it's not too bad. We're not barging too badly. We're just leaning. Surely, Robin is racing. So Skyjacker 3 seconds ahead of Electric. Electric only half a second ahead of Shiren. Shiren just pulling out his fastest lap of the race with a 51.8 versus Electric's a 52.0. 2/10 in it, but Shiren really closing up to the back of Electric's car right now. Looking for a second place. Binko wants to get a podium, at least if he can't get 3 wins. Rivixter now is up into 5th with Koikarp in 6th. Rido alongside Koikarp still. This racing is hard as hell down here. These are the real men. And Barry Twins has slipped to the back for some reason. But Rivixter there in that pocket of 5th place. Rido trying to get a move done on Koi. Koi sideways. He can't, but Koi now got the inside line on Rido, and UBD's going to follow Koi through as Rido's left out to dry, and Rido slips down behind Koi, but not UBD. UBD still behind Rido. And Digital Blasphemy back in the mix again, with Barry Twins just tucked up behind him. Oh, what a battle down here from Rivixter downwards. Unbelievable stuff. We'll have a quick look at the guys ahead, though, as they all bunch up again into the braking zone. Rivixter, Koi's going for a move. Koi's gone late on the brakes. Does he maintain? He does, and it's a beautiful move from Koikarp, getting himself up into 5th. Rido does a move on Rivixter as well, but they're side by side coming down the straight. Digital Blasphemy's in there as well. They're all side by side down this straight. Rivixter, Rido, and Digital Blasphemy. Digital Blasphemy's going to try and do a late break up the inside. Rivixter's in between all of them. UBD's right in there as well, and I can't tell who is where. Unbelievable stuff. And Rido coming through. Rido, as Digi was trying to defend from UBD, Rido slips it up there into 6th place. Digital Blasphemy in 7th, with Barry Twins now back into the mix in 8th. Rivixter in 9th, and UBD is down to 10. No, Rivixter's down to 10th. Oh, let me have a quick look. Skyjacker 5 seconds ahead of Electric. Oh my word, Electric and Binko. Shiren's going for a move on Electric. Binko's right with him as well. Oh, what do I watch? So Shiren is up into 2nd. Electric trying to defend. He's side by side with the Russian going down the straight. The Russian's trying to show him his car. Binko's out there saying, I'm going to have all 3 of you if you keep this up. And Shiren's up, but Binko's coming through, and I told you I told you Binko's going to have all of you if you keep racing each other, and Binko now up into second place, and we'll see what he's made of with 5 minutes left of racing and 6.7 seconds deficit on Skyjacker, and Skyjacker's got the fastest lap of this race so far. Let's have a look down. Koikarp, he's clear in 5th. Barry Twins is clear in 6th. Rivixter back up into 7th. Last we saw him, he was dropping down into 10th, and Uncle B Darren is in 8th. Rido now in 9th, and we've lost Digital Blasphemy. He's 3 seconds back, and oh, poor Digi. So Shiren and Binko chasing each other down now, and Binko in second place with Shiren in 3rd, Electric 4th, Koikarp holding on to that 5th, but Barry Twins does look to be catching him up. Koikarp did a 52.5 his last time around. Barry Twins doing a 52.1. So Barry Twins a lot quicker than Koikarp at this point. Rivixter, Rido's making a move on UBD. Digital Blasphemy will be back upon him any second now, with Rido defending from UBD. UBD giving it his all against the Marlboro liveried Golf. Here he comes up the hill. Braking zone, Rido just about holding it, and UBD throwing it out wide there, trying to sling it in to get a jump on Rido, but Rido holding position. And I've got to say, 3.5 minutes left. These races are unbelievable. Fantastic stuff from these guys out there. Well done. Cracking driving. And there he goes then, UBD slinging it into that first corner, attacking Rido. Rivixter just ahead. And Skyjacker still leading from Binko with Shiren in 3rd spot. We're sat on board with Uncle B Darren at the moment. 3 minutes left on the clock of this race. And it's been action-packed. All 3 races have. They've been absolutely dynamite here at Lago Maggiore Central. And it's been an absolute honour to watch. Skyjacker 6.9 seconds. Binko cannot make any impression whatsoever on Skyjacker. In fact, he can't shake Shiren, and Shiren is sitting right on his bumper waiting to get that move done. Electric in 4th. Great drive from Electric there. Koikarp 1.8 seconds behind Electric, and Electric's last lap a 52.3. Koikarp's a 52.1, so Koikarp a lot faster than Electric at the moment. Barry Twins though 51.9. He is really catching up Koikarp at this point in the race. 2 minutes to go. It's an eternity. Loads of laps can be done in 2 minutes. And Rivixter in 7th with Rido in 8th. UBD though closing in. We were sat on board with UBD as he raced there with the Rido. UBD trying to find a way past that Marlboro Golf, as Digital Blasphemy not having the greatest of 3rd races. I don't know if he's been experimenting with some racing lines, but it's not gone well for him, as Skyjacker, his closest opposition in the championship, is now leading this race with Binko in 2nd. He's lost more time to Skyjacker. Skyjacker on fire in this final race, with Binko in 2nd. Shiren holding on to that podium position. Doesn't look like he's holding speed with Binko at the moment. Pace with Binko. Binko a little bit faster. He's pulled a half a second out on Shiren. And the Russian sensation keeping as close to Binko as he possibly can. Electric. And Barry Twins has caught up. Barry Twins is catching with Koikarp. Swoosh, and we're sat on board with Barry Twins. Did a 51.7 his last time around. Was he going to get this time? A 52.6, but he's looking like he's ready to pounce on Koikarp. Koikarp getting 4th in that last race. He's a race winner in this championship. And Barry Twins holding his own against the Koi. Skyjacker still leads from Binko. Shiren in 3rd. We've got Electric in 4th. And Koikarp is the car just ahead of us. We're sat on board with Barry Twins. We're 4 seconds. It looks like the move is going on. And Koikarp really defensive there on the inside of this corner. He doesn't want Barry Twins to have a look up the inside. Barry Twins going wide on the outside, getting a better drive through. Barry Twins slingshotting out of that final corner and coming alongside Coy. Coy trying to hold on to that inside line into the first corner. But, oh, they finished. No, sorry, Coy Cup 5th, Barry Twins in 6th. I'm sorry. Uncle B Darren in 7th. Rivixter spinning over the line, finishing in 8th. Rido in 9th. Digital Blasphemy in 10th. Rivixter, I've got to give you a bloody penalty for that now. Skyjacker leading from Binko. Binko still ahead of Shiren Electric in 4th, and like I said, everyone else is finished with Koi Cup in 5th, Barry Twins in 6th, UBD getting 7th with Rivixter in 8th, Rido in 9th, and Digital Blasphemy finishing in 10th. Unlike him, here comes the man Skyjacker stopping Binko's run in its tracks, finishing with a win. Binko coming home in 2nd, but only just ahead of Shiren. Shiren keeping pace with him all the way. Shiren getting 3rd, take a boo my son, and Electric getting a great 4th. Great points again for Electric. He's in that battle, remember. Electric, I said, he's in a battle with Rido, so that's going to help him with Rido an absolute amount. There's Skyjacker getting a trophy with his sexy golf, monster golf there, getting the win today. Superb stuff. My God, that was a treat. That was an absolute treat. Now, remember, it's Sunday night. I know Skyjacker needs to rush off to watch Broadchurch or Poldark or whatever it is that BBC are running, or ITV are running on a Sunday evening. So we'll get through these race results as quickly as possible. I've saved that, Anna. That's how short my memory is. And we'll go to the race results. Ho-ho! That was absolutely a blast, guys. Fantastic. No better way to spend your Sunday evening, I must say. So Skyjacker took the 3rd win of the race. And a great race he had as well. Binko fighting his way through. He got tangled up, didn't he? I think behind. Who was he behind? He couldn't get by. Barry Twins, was it? Or Rido, someone like that. But yeah, Binko for a big chunk of that race, staring at the back of someone's golf. I can't remember, and unable to get by. I think it might have been. I don't know. I don't want to guess. So, but he did finally get through, and he's up into 2nd, and that's where he finishes. Shiren kept an eye on Binko all the way, kept pace with him, just waiting for a slight mistake from Binko so he could jump back up into 2nd, but that mistake never did come. But Shiren finished in the final step of the podium. Oh, well done, Shiren. Electric, strong drive, led for a while there. Electric showing good skills in that race, and he came home in 4th in the end. And then after that, it was chaos, absolute chaos. Great racing though, fun stuff, with Koi Carp in 5th, Barry Twins in the end come home in 6th. But these are all swapped positions. They were in every position at one point. UBD in 7th, Rivixter come home in 8th, Rido in 9th, and Digital Blasphemy in 10th. I'm not sure what happened to Digi in this last race. I think he may have been experimenting with some race lines, seeing him going wide. I think he was just trying to floor it through a certain part of the track and just kept going a bit wide. And Shiren got the fastest lap in this race with a 51.475. Unfortunately, though, 4.75 does not beat Binko's race 2's 51.443. So Binko did end up with the fastest lap in that race, in the round. But what an absolute cracker. I enjoyed that very much. I hope you guys did also. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. Come and visit us. Go and look at our website, www.virtualracersclub.co.uk, and that's got all the up-to-date tables when they're released. So if you ever want to check out any of the championships, they'll all be on the website. And if you want to join our community, come and hang out with us, have a chat. There's a way of getting into our Discord through the website, so there's loads of reasons to go and see the website. So thank you very much. And if we've got merch, buy it. I think there is merch. I'm not sure what merch. I still haven't found the link, to tell you the truth. But yeah, if you want some merch, we do that as well. Fill your boots. I don't know if we've got boots, but I think we've got stuff to put in boots, so I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. I know you can get mugs and stuff. I don't know. I'm useless at these things. But yeah, buy our merch and like our video. There's a lot of things you have to do. I'm very demanding. Sorry, do what you want. Do what you want. No one really cares, but, you know, I have to say these things because it sounds good. All other YouTubers do it. Buy my hoodie. Well, we bought a hoodie off of a YouTuber. I know Skyjacker wants to get off of Poldark, but we bought a hoodie for my kid off of one of the YouTubers. Jesus, wet. Honest to God. It was like, I don't know, waiting for the second coming. It took so long, so many emails. Are you actually sending us a hoodie? I reckon his poor mum was in the other room trying to pack all these hoodies up. They sold out like within minutes of them going on sale. We had to sit there, like my kid sat there refreshing the internet thing to try and get an order in for a hoodie, and he didn't even get the colour. I think the certain colour had gone, so he had to have another one, and then you had to wait for another 6 months before the hoodie even come. I don't like waiting that long when I've parted with money. So yeah, buy our merch. It'll be there before. I don't know what merch, but YouTubers do it, so I want to do it. I don't know, you know, I think that we do sell some things, so buy it, because I want to feel like a proper YouTuber. It's links on the website. See, the link's on the website, so go and do that. Right, that's it, because I know, you know, Poldark's starting in a minute. I was your broadcaster and your commentator, Russell Sprout. Thank you for joining us here at the Virtual Racers Club for round 5 of the VW Golf Cup. It's been an absolute pleasure, and I'll see you Tuesday night for the Rivals, Thursday night for the Pacific Rim Championship, Friday night for the WRX Challenge, and then we'll be back here again for the golfs on the Oval. It's been grand. Take care of yourselves and have a good week. Peace and love. Peace and love.